Okay, so we're on Henry, my imaginary boyfriend. God, I think I was going crazy. And I wrote all these love letters to Henry. Of course, he never wrote me back, which sucked. um, but in that, um, putting myself in that place again, it was like acting, I felt like I had, honed in on my acting chops, by creating this whole, these experiences that weren't happening. And so I decided to create a character, and she would be called Stella Soleil, and she'd be like a pinup girl. I really got into this. It was like a little movie that I was creating, and my pop record would be sort of the soundtrack to it. I worked with amazing writers, incredible. Merlin Music is one of my favorite. Those guys are in Sweden. They did a lot of work with the Britney Spears stuff. My record was not like that. It was a little edgier, but they were cool. They were hip. They were cool. Anyway, Tony Swain, he was my A&R guy out there. I made him crazy. I love him, and he was there with me every single day along the way, and really tried to figure out to bridge what I was thinking in my head to the pop world. Almost every song I was writing, everyone kept saying it's too edgy, and it needed to polish the edge out. Where was I before I sidetracked myself? Pop record. Oh yeah, so Stella Soleil character, pinup girl, and the record was pretty good, I thought, for a pop record. I mean, some of the songs were like, yeah, I thought I could listen to those songs and say, they're good. I mean, I felt like it wasn't, my greatest work ever, but it was good, and I was happy with that. But then, this thing happened in the very last. It was this Turkish song called Samarik. I can't remember the Turkish name of it, but it's really this really famous pop artist over there. They sold like 4 million copies of this song in Turkey alone, and I really thought that it should have just stayed in Turkish. The song was in Turkish, so they got this idea to rewrite it, or to write it in English, and for me to do it. And I listened to the song, and it was definitely like full-on pop, full-on. And it wasn't that it wasn't good, because it was great. It was, but it was so stupid. Like this, I mean, for myself, it was just went against everything that I wanted to do. And it was called Kiss Kiss, and of course everyone loved it. It blew up at radio, top 40. Top 40 is a really no, that's an animal to break. Top 40, the top 40 best songs in the entire world. And Kiss Kiss went in at like number 32, and Casey Kasem was like, it went up to number 12, and it was we did this really expensive music video that I was not happy with, and it was all over the place. It was all over TV and VH1, and I remember this story where on VH1 I hosted this Women's Week in Rock, and I'm dyslexic, and they were holding these cue cards up of what to say, and in the camera, and they thought I was retarded because I couldn't read them, and it was, I mean, just there were a lot of experiences, and top 40 radio is gruesome. A lot of those radio programmers kind of treated me like I was a prostitute. That sucked. I had a guy once at a prominent station drag me in an alleyway, and kind of thought that I was just that girl, and I wasn't, and I pushed him off me, and I ran down the street getting back to my hotel, broke my heel on my like you know, $1,000 shoes that Universal Stylists had, you know, gotten for me. I got a lot of great clothes from them, and just was, man, I was drained of those people. Anyway, so the record was massive, you know. I couldn't believe that it worked, but I was at the same time like aching because I didn't want to be known as the Kiss Kiss girl. Yeah, they had to get, actually, there's this part in the song where I can't even do it, but they go kiss kiss, and then they like do the actual kissing sound, and I refused, and they had to get like kissing doubles to go into the studio because I could not bring myself, I still can't bring myself to make the kissing sounds. Okay, I'm gonna stop and keep going.